Hello there, you're watching Left, Right and Centre on NDTV. I'm Maha Siddiqui. As Srinagar's iconic Lal Chowk, along with sister Priyanka Gandhi and a host of other Congress leaders, Rahul Gandhi unfurled the national flag. With this, he brought to an end the around 4,000-kilometre Bharat Jodo Yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. The padyatra that started 4.5 months ago culminated today, with many comparing the moment to 75 years ago when, after Rahul Gandhi's great-grandfather and then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru unfurled the tricolour at Srinagar's Lal Chowk. Throughout the Bharat Jodo Yatra, Rahul Gandhi has taken on the government, from unemployment, inflation, hate and even on foreign policy, especially on the response to China in eastern Ladakh. Today, he challenged Home Minister Amit Shah to walk from Jammu to Srinagar's Lal Chowk if he wants to back his claim that the security situation in Jammu and Kashmir has improved. Moreover, Rahul Gandhi also stressed that though the opposition parties may have their differences, they will stand united against the RSS BJP. This, as 12 opposition party leaders are expected to join Rahul Gandhi for the finale tomorrow. But the big question remains, can the move galvanize a collective opposition on the road to 2024? That's our discussion this evening. Joining us, Dr. Anika Mehrotra, Congress spokesperson, Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Maheshinder Grewal, spokesperson of the Akali Dal, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, spokesperson of the BRS, Dr. Manisha Priyam, political analyst, and Professor Govardhan Das, leader of the BJP. Dr. Anika Mehrotra, coming first to you. Out of 21 opposition parties that were invited for the finale tomorrow, only 12 are joining. Some of the prominent ones, like the Trinamool Congress, Samajwadi Party, they are skipping the event. How does Rahul Gandhi then say that the opposition can be galvanized over an anti-RSS BJP stand?
I think, Maha, let's not read too much between the lines in terms of skipping the main program tomorrow. There could be some programs lined up for them ahead, that somebody has written a letter that he's going to election campaign, so on and so forth. But I still feel, Maha, that the Bharat Jodo Yatra, if you truly, in the true sense, has kind of a transformation. It was a transformation moment for this country in terms, if you relate it to what is happening since 2014, you can see there has been a complete silence in terms of people who are not able to speak anything. And today, at the Lal Chowk and while the Yatra culminated at Srinagar, Kashmir, you saw that kind of impact, not only on the society. Yes, it has twofold benefits that we could see to the Yatra. People have realized that we cannot, run the country with decisive kind of politics of hate, of, dividing the country. Ultimately, the country needs peace and harmony, and that's what people of India are looking for. And let me tell you one thing, this has definitely impacted the opposition also, because this is the only, the way forward. The elections are, not far away. I'm sure once the Yatra is over, when the election mode is on and people with their own, the parties having a like-minded mindset of trying to defeat. It's not the Modi government. It's trying to defeat the kind of impact that this government had on the people of this country. You can talk about economy, you can talk about price rise, as you rightly said, unemployment, you name it, and the country has reeled under the kind of pressures that this government has put on the people of the country.
So, if the people of the country... I'll interrupt you there, because you said that let's not read too much into those opposition parties who are invited and are not joining in tomorrow. So, let's take a response from Ghanshyam Tiwari. Ghanshyam Tiwari, what's the reason for the Samajwadi Party to have been avoiding joining hands in the Bharat Jodo Yatra? Has the UP ke ladke experience been so bad?
Well, good evening, Maha, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers.
Good evening.
I believe Bharat Jodo Yatra is a phenomenal effort towards communicating the mission that everyone in India who believes in harmony, who believes that a government job is not to divide and rule, but to rule by the constitution, who believes that India should not witness daily Hindu-Muslim debates sponsored by BJP in different ways. So I think it's a good effort. We have never seen Bharat Jodo Yatra as a as a platform of political alliance building. It's an effort by Rahul Gandhi associated with Congress party. And those who came along from civil society to political circles, they support that effort. We believe that the 2024 election is a year ahead from us, and there is enough time and opportunities for opposition to come together and build a platform for 2024. So I believe that Bharat Jodo Yatra did not set out as that platform, and I continue to
well, that's what
that
Rahul Gandhi said, that this is not a political yatra, but all the political issues have been raised during the yatra. Then how do we say that this is not a political yatra? I'll come back to you, Ghanshyam Tiwari. Rahul Reddy, the BRS is busy organizing its own third front without the Congress party. We saw a glimpse of that itself this month. Is a collective opposition, from your perspective, impossible?
No, I mean, I don't think so, because see, we are working towards building a strong alternative to BJP's central government today, and we are clear. It is not the question of forming a front or joining few political parties. It is to create a narrative. It is to put forth a strong alternative development agenda before the nation. And our slogan is, objective is clear. Our leader said, "Ab ki baar Kisan Sarkar." We wanted a government to be formed in the center in 2024, which will be, in favor of helping farmers and farming sector and the poor. And as far as the Bharat Jodo Yatra is concerned, as Ghanshyam ji was saying, it was a good effort on behalf of Congress party to strengthen their own party. They have just gone through 12 states only till now, but building a strong narrative, I don't think Congress was successful in it. Yes, it could have given some energy to Congress party. There is no doubt about it. And Rahul Gandhi was known as a part-time politician, and this gave him, at least this was an example that he could be there for 145 days, walked around 3,970
All right.
kilometers.
Okay, so two points that were raised by SP and BRS. We'll take those with Oinika Mehrotra. But before that, I want to go across to Manisha Priyam on the point that Ravula Reddy has made about image perception. Manisha Priyam, has Rahul Gandhi been able to change the perception about him with the Bharat Jodo Yatra? Has he been able to improve his own image and his party's chances of being the fulcrum of the opposition?
So I think your question has two parts. To the first part, I would say yes, Rahul Gandhi does have an image of his own. And I think various people have been impressed by many things, but the fact that he's been committed, he's walked the talk, as you say, the fact that in terms of an image perception, he's wearing only a half t-shirt even at the Lal Chowk is something that many people point out. The way he speaks has also shown a lot more political maturity. The best part is that he's not reactive right now, in the sense that he's not, reacting to Mr. Modi. He's on his own. He's speaking on his own. So he's not in a defensive mode. He's speaking on his own, and he's not being pitted together. Now, in an election, however, how far this will go vis-a-vis Mr. Modi and Rahul Gandhi comparison, it is for you to figure out where Mr. Rahul Gandhi will stand, because Mr. Modi does have a very strong perception of being a performing leader. And that's something that Rahul Gandhi does not have at the moment. Now, the second part is the other opposition parties. A lot of them on the ground have risen largely by cannibalizing the Congress party. The Aam Aadmi party, for example. Now, these parties cannot be very friendly to the Congress party to begin with. In Bihar, you have a situation where the RJD loves an alliance with the Congress party. The JDU, except for brief moments, have never really been in alliance with the Congress party. So as far as this third front is concerned, they will, by definition, Mamata Banerjee, for example, opposed by the Congress and the CPM both in her bastion, West Bengal. So you cannot see them getting too friendly to Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Okay. But it is also true that after an election, how the third front and the Congress party will behave with each other, will they collaborate? These are our questions for an unknown future where Mr. Modi still seems to be leading the pack.
All right. But it would be good for the opposition to have some sort of clarity going forward, considering that we are not very far now from 2024 general elections. It's just about 1 year, and the BJP has started its preparations in full swing. Professor Gobardhan Das, but has Rahul Gandhi he's himself said that the Pappu image that the BJP tried to give him has been completely killed now. Is that, in some sense, the first setback to the BJP, would you say, from this yatra?
Yes, good evening, Maha, and good evening, my fellow panelists. Please allow me 1 minute uninterrupted. Let me tell you a few things. What is the success? Success for what? It is what was broken and what he rejoined. It was his Congress legacy that POK able to join that? I don't think so. And if anybody tried to broke the country, it is his great-grandfather who was a power-hungry person. He was the one who broke the country, and then his grandmother, she actually broke our constitution and given the emergency. His father, he was trying to divide the country on the basis of religion by setting up the program against the Sikhs. What he was talking about? What is the success? There's nothing to celebrate the success. It was nothing. Only he acquired like a beard like Saddam Hussein. That's it. He is very, very. There was nothing broken and nothing he rejoined.
So you are saying that the Pappu image that the BJP tried to give him still stands there, because very clearly Manisha Priyam also pointed out that there has been a change in image and perception.
This is a self-satisfaction. This is nothing. Actually, this is Pappu remains Pappu.
Anika Melota, you want to respond to that before I go across to Maheshinder Grewal?
Obviously, Maha, I would love to respond back. I pity the mindset of the gentleman, because you see, I think he's taken the word Jodo very literally. I mean, I think he's translated the Hindi word Jodo to connect. My dear gentlemen, the connect is between the people of this country who have been divided because of hate politics, who have been divided because of Hindu, Muslim, all the time being done by the present regime. So the word Jodo is to have affection and connect. And yes, politics can be done with affection and connect, not with dictatorship. And that's exactly what we are out on the roads saying that. And mind it, my friend, people are joining in on their own. Nobody's calling them. There's no, faring in buses and getting the people to join the yatra.
Maha,
One minute. Don't interrupt me now. You asked it not to be interrupted because of your hate speeches. Please stop doing that, for heaven's sake now. The country has changed, transformed drastically because of people like you who talk all the time against love and affection. That's how
Dr.
you
Mehrotra,
gain the edge.
let Professor Das respond, and then I want to go across to our next guest. Professor Das.
See, if once again I am reiterating, if anybody has done the hate thing, it was the Indira Gandhi. If anybody has divided the country on the basis of religion, it is his great-grandfather. And if
do I start taking your names of people who have done that?
Let me respond. Stop it.
No, I will not stop you because you're talking wrong.
Stop it.
If I stop about
Professor Das, let's keep this civil. We are all raising our points. We are all raising our points, sir. Everybody is getting ample time to do so. We'll come back to you, but I want to go across to Maheshinder Grewal. Can an NDA, without its former big, old, loyal allies like the Shiv Sena, Thakres, or for instance the JDU that was also with them for a long time, very critical in Bihar, the Shiromani Akali Dal, can that NDA really be challenged by the opposition at the centre? Is it not the old NDA that we had seen? Does that give the opposition some amount of space to maneuver on the road to 2024?
One thing is very clear, that whether it's either in centre the Congress is in power or it's the BJP, they are always worked against the interest of the Punjabs in general and Sikhs in particular. Now coming to this Bharat Jodo Yatra, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi was passing through Punjab, at a press conference, when a pressman asked him a very specific question concerning the emotions of Punjab, they asked him what is his stand about the waters of the Punjab. He said no answer. Then he asked, what do you say about the Operation Blue Star and the massacre in Delhi? He said, what Sardar Manmohan Singh has done, I stand by that. I tell you that late Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, during his tenure as a Prime Minister, made 3 accosts and tried to give an impression that he's working hard to solve the problem of the country and unite the country. He made Assam Accord, he made Punjab Accord, he made Kashmir Accord, but all the 3 accord papers are in the dustbin and nothing has succeeded. Rather, intentionally, emotionally, they hurt the most important minority, the Sikhs. Till date, the Congress from their mouth could not utter a word that it was a blunder attacking Akal Takht in the Azad Bharat.
No,
A
Dr. Manmohan
Sikh
Singh
shrine
said.
demolished. Manmohan Singh never said this thing.
He said.
Manmohan Singh never did it.
No,
It
he
is
did.
Gandhi Parivar
Even
responsible.
Rahul
When
Ji also
Gandhi,
said it.
when Rajiv Gandhi,
Even
please,
Rahul Ji
madam,
in an
please.
interview said,
Please,
Sir,
madam, please.
sorry to
I
interrupt.
never disturb
Sorry,
you. This
sir.
is your habit.
I'm sorry.
This is your
No, sir.
habit.
But
You
you
want,
can't say-
you don't allow
can't
the,
say
you
Congress
don't
never
allow
said
even
it.
the,
This is
Sir,
Congress
you don't
behavior.
allow
Yes,
even the
Congress,
Sikhs
they
to say something.
Congress apologized
You
for
should
it.
be ashamed
Dr.
of
Manmohan
this.
Singh-
What
We
happened
are
in
very
Delhi?
happy.
What
We
happened
All
in
right,
accept it.
I'll
Delhi?
Unlike
interrupt both
Gujarat
of you. I'll
Bodhra.
interrupt both of you there.
I
Unlike
tell you,
Gujarat Bodhra.
this is
Inder
the Congress
Grewal,
culture.
sir,
And
you know, I
today-
asked you a
No,
very
no, sir.
specific
Sir,
question.
no.
Mahesh
No,
Inder
sir.
Grewal, I asked you a very
I'm
specific
telling you.
question.
I'm
My
telling you.
question was that is this
I'm
NDA
answering- now I'm
in the
answering-
run-up to
I-
2024 not the same NDA of the past with its strong alliances?
It is, but bilkul, it's a completely correct answer. The BJP has caused a bigger hurt to the Sikhs and to the Shromani Akali Dal by taking over the charge in Haryana of the Gurdwaras, which Sikhs never allowed any government to run the Gurdwaras. We can't allow the parties to play with the Sikh sentiments. Now what they are doing with Ram Rahim, who is a person accused of the sacrilege of Guru Granth Sahib, is made hero by this Bharatiya Janata Party. Can the Sikhs or the Akali Dal accept them as a leaders? We will not be part of NDA unless or until the BJP correct their mistakes of making a Gurdwara under the government control, giving a VVIP treatment
All
to
right.
Ram Rahim.
So, sir, you've made your point
He's a
clear
main accused in
that
the
the
sacrilege
Shiromani
case.
Akali Dal right now is on neither side, and you also believe that the BJP, your former ally, has made mistakes. I think Ghanshyam Tiwari wants to make a point for a very long time. Go ahead.
Two quick points, Maha. One is that it is often asked to the opposition, and I've been on multiple debates where more than a year ahead of the election, we are asked that where is the grand opposition alliance against BJP? But the truth is actually look at BJP itself. They will walk into 2024 election without a single ally, with a weak leadership that has not lived up to its own promises from 2014 and after, and with a country facing crisis in employment with respect to inflation and the promises that are made to people of the country. That's point one. A BJP that has been a kiss of death for every political party that allied with BJP, whether it is Mehbooba Mufti, whether it is Shiromani Akali Dal, whether it is Shiv Sena, is going to be a very weak front for 2024 by itself. Second point is that often often BJP finds pride in diminishing the freedom fighters, including Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister. Let me remind the BJP spokesperson that the number of years Mr. Nehru was in jail, in the British jail, when the parent organization of BJP was collaborating with the British. BJP has not had a single prime minister who has served as many years in office, let alone serving the freedom struggle. So to belittle somebody who's a founding father of our freedom struggle, right, it demonstrates that BJP is not just arrogant, they are short of facts of the freedom struggle where they participated against India, not in our favor.
All right. Ravula Reddy also wants to make a point, but Ravula Reddy, I also want to ask you one question, taking on from where Ghanshyam Tiwari just left with regards to the BJP's failures. But at the end of the day, the BJP still manages to win elections basis brand Modi. Can Rahul Gandhi take on that brand Modi?
See, this is where actually the problem lies. The country is not about either BJP or Congress. Congress for a long time has failed the country. Then for the past 8.5 years, BJP failed to meet the aspirations of the every section of the society in the country. So people of the country actually started looking beyond these two parties. And 2024 will witness rising of a strong political force as an alternate in the country. The country is not about BJP or Congress. You discuss either BJP failures or Congress failures. Both these parties have failed the people. So people started looking beyond it. We wanted to have a force which will be a strong, which can carry a strong political agenda, not political agenda, people's agenda. You were just saying about a
But
third front, a
Prabhula
fourth
Reddy,
front.
at the
It
end
will
of
be
the
a
day,
people's
sir,
front.
sir,
It will
at
be
the
a
end of
people's
the day,
front
that
which will
party
live up to the
needs to
expectations
have
of the
some
country.
sort of national footprints also, isn't it, Manisha Priyam?
When people wanted, they automatically you will have that kind of a mandate. And I am repeating my statement. People will witness a strong political force rising for 2024, which will have a people's agenda,
Okay.
not divisive
Okay.
agenda or Congress agenda. It will be a people's agenda.
All right, Manisha Priyam, but any party that leads an opposition, should it not have some sort of national footprints? All these other parties are by and large regional parties, aren't they?
So there has been difficulty in a regional party being an all India leader, but the governments that one has had of the United Front has seen, for example, the catapulting of JDS leader, and you saw Mr. Devgowda become the Prime Minister of this country. You also had a brief period when Mr. Chandrasekhar was the Prime Minister of this country. You also had a brief period when Mr. I.K. Gujral was the Prime Minister of this country. So it is not something that has happened in the past. Regional aspirations have found fulfillment, especially with P.V. Narasimha Rao coming to the forefront and representing a Telugu pride, or Mr. Narendra Modi, representing Gujarati Garvita. But purely a regional outfit being able to catapult itself to power at the national level has only happened with coalition governments. And so that's the script to be seen, whether the BJP is able to defeat both the Congress and the coalition idea together at one go. Congress Mukt Bharat is definitely their call. In regional parties, you can see they play friend also. I mean, even as your Samajwadi Party spokesperson was talking about Nehru and saying that they've had a role in the freedom struggle, which indeed he has had, and he is a founding leader of this nation, which indeed he is. But at the same time, the BJP's got the Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award, for Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav. And Mulayam Singh Yadav in his life was known as Maulana Mulayam, the person who actually led the crescendo movement against the car sevaks was not the Congress party, but Mulayam Singh Yadav. Regional parties have a regional image. This country will not remember the history of Mulayam Singh Yadav. It will remember that right now Mr. Modi is being kind to the image, and he's making his efforts to make it live. BJP actually makes frenemies, friends also amongst the allies. JDU has been its friend, Shiromani Akali Dal has been its friend, but also distances itself from the Congress party. So the twin strategy of the BJP will continue. Whether it defeats both the coalition and the Congress is something to be seen.
All right. We have the last couple of minutes left, so I'll give 30 seconds, Professor Das, to you to answer the question about the problem with the anti-BJP alliance being a leadership. Is that what the BJP plays on, that the opposition doesn't have a clear leader, or maybe just too many fighting for that leadership position?
Yes, Maha, if you look at in 2019, they tried to make a Mahagathbandhan. What the Mahagathbandhan you saw, then fell apart. And actually they are fighting among themselves. They really do not know what to do. And actually they are all power hungry, and it never works out. And ultimately they falls apart. You saw what's happening with the Kejriwal, what's happening with Mamata Banerjee, what happened with Mayawati, and where are they? They have never been united, and it is actually सबके साथ सबका विकास in BJP का मंत्र है, and that is going on, and the development continues.
Okay.
And great India.
Okay, Anika Mehrotra, what is the next plan for Rahul Gandhi? It's not very clear whether this present Bharat Jodo Yatra will be followed by another one. Can the Congress afford to leave any gaps right now?
Not at all, and it's the undercurrent and the understatement. The underlying statement is that Bharat Jodo Bharat Jodo Yatra has been a grand success in terms of connecting with the people and listening to what the people's empathy and questions are, and that has really helped us look forward as to how to gauge the roadmap ahead. Despite being a non-political yatra, it has really helped the party to understand that yes, the country now likes to put an end to the political dictatorship. And yes, I would like to definitely again sympathize with Dr. Das, because it's not sabka vikas, sabka saath. It is khud ka vikas or sabke saath vishwasghat.
All right,
this is what BJP has done.
30 seconds for each is all I'm able to give right now. Ghanshyam Tiwari, a state that sends 80 MPs to parliament, Uttar Pradesh, can it be left without opposition unity when you have a force like Yogi Adityanath who managed to win back the state despite the COVID shock as well?
Well, in 2022 elections, SP under the leadership of Akhilesh Yadavji got around 3 crore votes. BJP got around 3 crore votes with the Prime Minister, Home Minister, the entire cabinet, 18 chief ministers campaigning and thousands of crores being poured into the campaign. So we believe that we have a strong leadership because we speak the people's agenda, and we believe that there will be a national alliance representing people's agenda that will form over the course of the year, and we will take BJP head on in Uttar Pradesh, and at least if they have to win, they will have to fight on their accomplishment which don't stand, their promises which don't stand, and as a result 2024 is a weak battleground for BJP.
All right.